In northern European cities, one can see commuters on bikes throughout the entire year, regardless of the weather conditions. It is the cheapest and healthiest and often the fastest way to commute in an urban environment. But, before purchasing a bike, it is important to see which tires would fit your ride to work or school. Your tires will be your only contact with the ground while you ride, so let's take a look at how some of them perform on the road. Road bikes are often the first choice of many new and especially young riders. They are popular in cities, fast, but not that comfortable and maybe not suitable for towns with tram lines. Their tires have less contact with the ground and have to be pumped between 4 and 8 bars to ensure you do not get a flat, making the ride rather bumpy. If the pressure is low, this can result with a so-called snake bite, or double pinch, where the rim punctures the inner tube on both sides, which is hard to repair with a patch later. Trekking and city bikes share similar tire width. They can still fit in the tram rails, but the chances are way lower for that to happen. These tires are more comfortable than the road bike tires. The pressure is also lower, between 2.5 and 4 bars, and this can allow the rider to release a bit of it and have more contact with the road in winter. The bigger size allows them to absorb the small bumps on the road, while still remaining fast enough and requiring less pedaling energy. Balloon tires are one of the best options for a good commute at almost any conditions. These tires can be as fast as thinner trekking tire when pumped well, or more comfortable and less slippery when holding less bars of air pressure. That is one of the reasons why we can see the bikes from food delivery services, cargo bikes, or city bike also meant for transporting children in a seat in the back with this kind of tires. But even the winter thread will not make them stop on a wet metal or a saw cover, and this applies to every type of tires. Mountain bike tires have improved so much nowadays that they are not even considered slow anymore. They will still demand more power than the other types, but depending on the thread they might be one of the best options for people living in North Europe or other colder part of the world. If it happens that you found a bike to buy with older and cheaper model of tires, they might not be that fast, but for a couple of kilometers ride a day, will do the job almost as good as any other type. Plus, they absorb the shock very well, can stop easier, are harder to puncture and do not fit into the tram rails. The rule of checking the pressure regularly applies for all types of tires, and that will save you from getting a flat or destroying the entire rim and even wheel. You can read the recommended tire pressure on the sidewall, and pump according to the seasons and the weight you are adding to the bike. Additional weight like a child or pannier bags requires adding more pressure than when riding alone. If the second-hand bike you are about to buy has tires with no more thread, or the rubber is cracked, or the wheel is wobbly when spinned, it is a good idea to check how much will a new tires cost you and whether the wheel is damaged or only the tires are placed poorly. To ensure your safety on the road, make sure the tires on your bike fit the challenges of your daily route, and maintain the right pressure. Never ride your bike with a flat tire, this can damage the wheel and put your life in danger. Simply push your bike home if you can repair it yourself or to a bike shop that can fix it for you. Often it is better to change the inner tube, then fix the old one and keep it as a reserve for the future. If the tire has been flat for some time, it is a good idea to clean it before pumping it again, to prevent dirt that gathered at the bottom entering the space between the inner tube and the tire wall from causing a puncture.